How did I survive my first negative event without using? Well, um, because of my addiction and my using for so many years, I had already experienced a great deal of death, you know, shootings, killings, whatever, because of that's where I wanted to be at that particular time in my life. And yeah, and being in the military, you know, we used through everything before we went anywhere in any type of situation that wasn't, that pretty much could, we didn't have to come back from. So we would always use, or get high rather. We would use drugs intensely to the point where, okay, uh, if I wake up tomorrow, it's been, I'm lucky. And I was overseas and I had faced several situations where there was some of us that did not make it back. So I had an issue. I already was faced with some stuff, you know, that didn't sit well with me. 18, 19 years old. Okay. Um, and I used back then. So when those feelings resurface from a different situations, like people dying, or you know, me breaking up with a woman, my one of my baby mothers, or you know, my wife and I divorcing, I had already established a network of people that was based on my foundation, because they spoke about um, when I came around having a wide base to support that point in the top. And that being said, I accepted the fact that if I'm going through something, I needed to talk to somebody. So I've had several sponsors, and I have several brothers and sisters in my network that I call on a daily basis still today. Still today. I've lost some of my best friends in this process through illness, you know, and I'm not even going to call it a blessing, but it most likely was a blessing that there's so many people that have passed away clean today, you know, sober today. And it's just what life has in store for me, you know. Through this pandemic, I've been through so many funerals that I just stopped going. I send some flowers or something, but I stopped going because it's not that it's something that I couldn't do. It's something that I felt like if I kept doing it, what is the reason to keep going? Like if I can call the family and say I'm so heartbroken over your you know, your loss, and sincerely say that, and for them to say I understand, then sometimes I feel like I don't have to go to the next step as to show up and be a part of and be in a situation where there's other people and somebody just might have, you know, this COVID. So I don't go to many funerals anymore. And I had to stop before this because it just seemed like there was several people that was passing away in the fellowship, one behind the other, without the pandemic. And it was just too much to just like be involved with every day, or twice a week, you know, going to a funeral from somebody that you used to hang out with and talk to and laugh with. So I had to make that decision. I spoke, and the way I handled it, like I said, I called my sponsor, I called my network, and generally I would call several people in my network before I called my sponsor. And that the fact being is that I use my sponsor for a lot of what I need is the spiritual guidance. And with my network, I need them for more than just spiritual guidance. I need a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. I do that with my sponsor as well, but because I call my network every day more than I call my sponsor. And I call my network and my sponsor more than I call my own family, because this is my new family. My family that I don't have to worry about judgment, because my biological family don't understand what judgment means, because in recovery, we don't judge. We live today, So because of that, I'm blessed. And I look at that and, you know, like, I don't get angry. I do have issues with drivers. I'm not going to lie. I do have issues with people that cannot drive. I do slip with recovery because I be cursing people out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just have to be honest. Okay? There's people in this world, in this state, in this city, on this block that cannot drive. So, and I drive every day. So, I'm not an aficionado on driving, but I know stupidity when I see it. Okay? And for that, I'm grateful and I thank you.